My name is James Williams Jr. This video, I want to keep it real as possible, and it won't air before tomorrow. Alright? So, to people who don't know, and for people who do know, I suffer from bouts of depression. Okay? I had a conversation with a young lady here on Facebook Messenger, and I want to put this out there because I have to, and because if I don't, if anything happens to me, nobody will know. And more importantly, nobody will give a shit. Because the thing is with people in life, most people, if they don't know you, or if they do know you, 10% of them don't give a shit. No, they really don't. I have to have moments where I have to fight to find a good thought about myself on a daily basis. Every day I have a struggle. I have to find something good about myself to fucking survive. You know, and if you don't suffer from depression, or if you don't have depression or any kind of mental psychosis, good for you. And you are blessed. And the only cure for depression is to not get depressed. It is no fucking joke when you wake up every day and wonder why God keeps letting you breathe. When you get up every day and don't know what your purpose is. When you get up every day and you can't accomplish what you want to do with your life because other people are keeping you from that. Inadvertently or overtly, when you look in the mirror and hate what you see, when you have felt this way about yourself for as long as you can remember, you don't know what a person who fights with depression has to go through. You don't. This ain't about me getting more followers. As much as I need more followers to get famous or to at least be a working actor, this is more important than that. This is beyond that. No. I had a doctor when I got PTSD from failing while I was in the Army. I will constantly feel like a failure. It wasn't my fault that I fell. I know that. It's not my fault that the military dropped the ball on this hip replacement, and I had to get a hip replacement when we could have caught it before all of this, and I probably could have stayed in the military because that's where I wanted to be, because I had no purpose. My only purpose was I'm breathing, but I'm only alive on the outside. I'm not alive on the inside. So I thank Dr. Bishop for giving me the plans that I have. I have a graphic novel. I need a publisher. I need to finish writing my other graphic novel. And if you've never been where I am, and I pray that none of you ever are, you never understand how a person has to deal with depression. They wanted to put me on drugs. I'm against drugs because I know that drugs can destroy your life just as easy as it can help it, and then I have a fear of addiction, so I'll be damned. I'd rather fucking tough it out than be smoking medical marijuana or any of that other bullshit. Any chemicals that go in your body always have a side effect, and I can't give up my job, you know. But if you aren't depressed and you've never been depressed, but you know depressed people, look, we know that you riding with us. The problem is we only know it consciously. Unconsciously, we're not sure if we can believe anything you tell us. We can feel that you got our backs most of the time. But for the most part, it's us. It's not y'all. It's us. Because we have to fight these horrible ass disgusting feelings of ourselves every day. And this conversation I had with this young lady was a little bit about my past. And the only thing she keeps telling me in the whole conversation is, you need to move on, you need to move on, you need to move on. Alright, let me explain this to people who don't have depression. Moving on is easy. Forgetting how you got here is not. Forgetting why you are depressed and what caused it is not. And telling us to move on, you ain't helping us in one bit of faction. If you're feeding us more negative because it's positive to you but it's negative to us, if you're feeding us stuff that you think is helpful, you're probably not helping. And the thing is, you don't realize that you're not doing it. I have good friends, and I can't express enough how much they mean to me, but I can't express to them how I feel inside Now, I don't have depression every day. It's more like if I have one bad day in a whole week, if I have like 6 great days and one bad day, that one bad day is what spins it back around. If I have 6 bad days and one good day, it doesn't change it. I'm still in that mode. And I have these modes bi weekly, sometimes day by day, they switch. It just depends. It doesn't take much to sling a person from depression, from I'm okay to why am I still breathing. It doesn't take much. It really, if you don't really know anybody who suffers from this shit, then you won't be able to understand where they're coming from. I got help, no, and I have plans. I have backup plans. I have a strategy guide that was given to me by Dr. Bishop, so I use it when I had these moments, you know. And if you're not happy, if you can't find something that makes you happy, it's harder to not have these moments. So I want you guys to think about that when you're dealing with someone who has bouts of depression. Depression is an uncurable disease. Alright? There's treatment. There's lots of treatments. There's many ways you can get treatment. But when you suffer from depression, like I suffer from depression, and I've kind of found out, when I was getting help from Dr. Bishop, that the PTSD added to the depression because I only got PTSD from the Army. However, I've had depression probably more than most of my life, and nobody could really figure it out because I didn't show any symptoms. Because as an actor, I guess I've always been an actor. I know how to play the role that is expected of me. And these things, people don't catch when you're not being you. Alright, especially if you're good at it. If you're good at pretending or playing the role that people expect you to play, no one's going to know if something's wrong with you. And it's not like you're going to come out and say, yeah, I'm feeling depressed today. I don't tell my friends when I'm feeling depressed. I probably should, because Dr. Bishop says I should probably tell people when I feel this way. However, when we came up with our plans, writing my graphic novel, I started before I started seeing her. Because that was to help me get through some hard times. And I finished it, but then I lost my father, and I lost my surrogate father both before I could finish the graphic novel. So I did finish it. And then I started on another one because I started going through more stuff. And, one thing with graphic novels, they are great escapes. When you're talking to people who suffer from depression, when you're really talking to them, you have to hear them too. You have to listen to what they say. Because if you don't, you're not really helping them by not really paying attention to. Sorry, I was checking my phone. By not really paying attention to what they're saying, what they're going through, what they're feeling. It's more what we're feeling than what we're saying. Because I am an actor to a degree. I'm not an actor that you know. I've made a couple of films. They aren't great. No one knows them. No one knows who I am. Perfect. However, keeping it real with y'all, that's the easy part. No, keeping it real with me is the worst part. Because when I keep it real with me, I know that tomorrow I could wake up and have a great day. I could not wake up at all. Or I can wake up and have a very bad day. And I pray that I have an okay day where it's not too bad, not too good. Because those are better days than great days. Because great days, I've never truly had a whole lot of great days. And to quote Deadpool, life is like a big clusterfuck of bad days with some breaks and intermissions in the middle. Those I've had. I've had maybe one time I had 2 great years. A couple of times in life I've had some great moments. I've made great friends. But truth be told, Never really been happy. I've never really lived the life that I wanted to live, and it's not really just my fault, but it's other people contributing to it to stopping me from doing what I want to do in my life. So in this 10 minutes that I've talked to you, I've had to do this because of the conversation that I had with the girl on Facebook, because it threw me back to a place where events in my life happened that I can't get over, and I can't really talk about it because no one really wants to hear it. And when people don't want to hear what you have to say, it does affect you on some level or another. I'm pretty sure that I'm a functioning lunatic. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it. I'm a functioning lunatic. So, thank you. And keep watching. Hopefully, I'll have my shit together eventually. Later.